Research, yeah, and something says something.
I also wanted to call you real quick to let you know that we have a special going on for an extra $5. We would actually cram another burrito in your burrito.
No, that is correct.
My boss thinks it's going to be a big hit.
Nina Mott's coming in. I saw her on today.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings.
The other specials that we have, so I just need to tell you real quick.
We're through the warm-ups, both teams are ready. And off we go from Minneapolis. On the return, here's Miles Price. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
They're on 17-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. McCarthy to throw it. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings
First and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Dose of the hurry up here.
Carson Swessinger on the tackle.
McCarthy throwing here. Escapes the pocket. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
For T.J. Hawkinson.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's McCarthy to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Vikings.
They'll run here with Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Browns nothing. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He's held to just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3 and out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
One's caught. Judy has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete.
David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
On the jump.
And the Browns 1st down.
So that connection for 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. The Vikings have played to an early lead. More from US Bank Stadium after the break.
On the ready.
We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Judkins on first down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
The throw right side, caught by Fannin. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The give, here's Judkins. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
Not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this.
Ready.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal.
Here we go. Shot.
It's Judkins again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's now third and
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
No hesitation there and going for it for 2 at their first opportunity. Even if it didn't work out, pretty clear that they're not going to hesitate to take risks offensively in this game.
Yeah, okay, nothing wrong taking that risk there, especially if you want to be the ones dictating how this game's going to be played. But trust me, with all this time left, you're going to be chasing some points the rest of the way.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Working quickly here.
Gain of 18. And the Vikings first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down carry for Jones. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
They'll air it out on third. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
I just love seeing the approach of this entire offense, not settling for anything. Yeah, this running back, he's finding the end zone through the running lanes. But let's give a tip of the cap to the big boys up front because they are setting the tone. 2 drives, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8.
14, Browns 6. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the jump.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Get it. Top 70.
To the air on first down, Sanders. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
16, incomplete.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Ready.
He's back to throw. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Throwing here just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Reichard set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. There's a dive up the middle. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
24-yard gain on the play.
Sending him on the dive. And he's going to bring this down to their 35.
16 more yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw now is Sanders. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for Cedric Tillman.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That's complete, David Njoku. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
He was brought down by Eric
Their
Wilson.
dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Ready,
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's fourth and pretty far. Looking to throw. He he finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things put...
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard.
Okay, break.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
They'll go for 2 here. Sanders bringing the Browns to the line.
Let's
The
go.
Browns will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
Good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
That's another.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt.
The score, Vikings
That one splits the uprights.
Browns 14.
And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
18.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. To the air, Sanders. On target here to Njoku. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Judkins running between the tackles. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him now starts at the 38. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
It's a loss of a yard.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Here he is to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Sampson. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9.
And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Here comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win. Setting up to pass. And it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play.
Browns 20.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Vikings bring in the onside kick. That should just about do it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So it's a win for the Vikings. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Competing. Most of you guys as captain, 4 of you were on Corey's team. It was going to be Mitch, Kobe, Jordan. Kobe, come on. If you didn't take him, he wouldn't be standing here. Right.
Hey, Corey, you're better, by the way. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Houston Texans.
To kick off for New York.
And we are underway from Houston. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position. Past the 40-yard line. Stroud sets up the play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
brings up second
And so much
20
for that great field position to start the
31-yard
game.
line.
Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Stroud out of the gun here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Jake just doesn't even give a fuck.
Get down.
The party god.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started.
They've got a really shit can fucking announcer for Madden too. Like the announcer sucks. Where the fuck is Jonathan Coachman? This guy quit.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bombers.
Mims sent in motion here. First play from the 25, and they'll throw. Open man downfield, it's Franklin. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
At the 34-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Cougar 19, Sag, Viking 18.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Zach Allen getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
15.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught! And he will score! Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 34 yards.
A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Giants leading this one early. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
Just can't.
Your unique situation and get you every dollar you deserve. So hand off your taxes to a local TurboTax expert today. Count, flight, and compute with Get Your Slippins or Chip Sneakers. Just drop in and go with nothing to slow you down. Getting for your Social Security will be a breeze. And with Get Your Slippins with technology, you'll get
treating your child like your best friend and then wanting to Like a parent, when your child starts acting like your best friend, that is witchcraft. You cannot treat a child like your best friend, and then when they start acting like your best friend, you want to pick up the parent role again. It leaves the child in a state of confusion.
Well, Bronco fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here, and now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets.
Best friends tend to like boundaries with one another, so there really are no limits to what's being said. You made your child feel as if this was okay, so they do it, and now
Nick
you
Folk ready to do the honors.
You want to put them
and away we go from East Rutherford. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds, short of
but yet turns the explorers trying to find them into
40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, kill!
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Kill! Boy, here go 46.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go! Boy, hey, kill!
3rd and long for him here. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Working quickly here.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
Another throw for Prescott. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
It's a loss of 2.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go!
Drawing out the design keeper. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Hall. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Ready!
To the air, Taylor. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go!
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It is caught left side. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They'll throw for it. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go!
Looking to throw, Taylor. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Prescott on 1st and 10. He beams one deep right side. He's got it at the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. Cowboys get the game's first points here in the second. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the
They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
6-yard pickup brings up
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Taylor sacked.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
3rd down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Mason
You never,
Taylor.
ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. They're going for this. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down.
Taylor now. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready up.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's Taylor. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Tyler Johnson.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
On the ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
60 Eagles, 60.
Now it's Taylor. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's good.
Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Taylor. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Cowboys make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott out of his end zone. Into the hands of Pickett. Reaches the 40, into the red zone, and he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. George Pickens, the touchdown.
The kicker on.
So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Go!
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Hall. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here's the snap on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
50% hit rate on fourth down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down.
He was brought down at the 26.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Here we go.
Williams fields the pitch. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Yeah! Here we go!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Screen here for Williams. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Need hardly anything here. 2nd and inches.
Yeah, here we go! Here we go, 47.
Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
22, Jets, nothing.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
New York to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They start the drive with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We have not seen much achievement today.
Wilson on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. So we're through 3 here. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. So 1st down from the 41.
Nice.
Throwing, Taylor. That's incomplete left side.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Let's go. Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Come on.
To the air, Taylor. Has it at the 7. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
19.
Hall runs in for the New York touchdown. The Jets get it back to within 2 possessions. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Now the Jets keeping the offense on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Here's Taylor to throw. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a
The Cowboys
touchback.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Cowboys, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going to pass it here. Short pass brought in. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Straight ahead with Williams. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be...
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Jets 8. Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Here's a give to Hall. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today. And boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out. They backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate. So much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE. Bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.
It feels good to step out by. It feels good to go. Celebrate MLK Day on NBC and Peacock with a full day of basketball. Coming up next, watch the Mavs and the Knicks on NBC and streaming live on Peacock. The good news, Jalen Brunson and Cooper Fly, both question marks coming in today, will both start for their respective teams. From the world's most famous arena, we'll have home coverage following this one on NBC and Peacock. 4 minutes to play, final cap here for the Cavaliers. And Eric Happ taken away by Hunter. 1-on-1 with Holmgren. And Holmgren got back to force a miss. He has it's 8 for the second half.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans.
Timeout, Kenny Atkinson, and that might be the dagger from the Thunder. Jeff Holmgren.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Nashville. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
Green 18!
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. It's intercepted on the first play of the game! And the Titans are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line.
Rodgers pass.
Oh,
Yeah. Rationing out the latte. Probably the most.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans.
Joey Sly to kick off for Tennessee.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Nashville. Rasheen Ali on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Off to the races, middle of the field. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like a little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Chimere DK on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss. It's Pollard. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Taken down right at the line.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
Come on. Set. Pack stick. Go.
It's going to throw here on 3rd. On target to Helm. Well, they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Bison. 60.
1st and 10 here. Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length. You got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
Jones on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
3rd and long, they're going to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
He'll cobble together a yard there. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. That's the end of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. He was looking for Alec Iomanner. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go!
To the air on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Sent down by Cody Barton.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, a run for Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And the Titans rush is going to win this round. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Titans get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Their first pick of the game comes in an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Ready, set.
First down from the 42.
Set up. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but he couldn't do it. Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's fourth down. Fourth down, pass coming. That's him on the catch, left side. Did he get there? Did he get there? I don't think so. Yeah, the refs agree. He's marked short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
First and 10 from the 32. Back to work after throwing the pick. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Here's Luke for the point after. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Titans to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for two.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the gun, it's Ward. And this one is launched downfield. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Downfield to DK. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down from the 42. Shotgun snap now to Ward. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
It's been plays like that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Cougar 19.
He'll throw it. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Now on the return, here's DK. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Carried by Spears to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Off the play fake, here's Ward. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
3rd and long for him here. It's Iomanner downfield. He's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They strike for 23 yards. And the Titans have a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down.
Come on. Set.
Here's a design run. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Connection is made. Io Manor. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
13 yards.
Give him 13 on that play.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good for a Tennessee first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air with Ward. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw here for Ward. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense to the line fast.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, Ward going to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been...
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, well, he just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can he get out every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
This one is up and good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Chestnut on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Titans to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready? Gotta be lying.
First plays the design run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Tackled at the 25-yard
line. They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Running with Spears on 2nd down. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Ward now. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Complete to Van Jefferson.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. A gift to Spears, running right. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The Titans will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Score, Ravens 21, Titans 6. Joey Slide to kick off for Tennessee.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Ali to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. The drive begins with Henry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He was brought down.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Ravens in very good shape, up by 15. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the gun, Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They're going to pass it here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Just shy of the goal line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Now on the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Jackson now on 3rd. He's looking deep once again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans take over off their 3rd interception of this game.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the ball. Run it.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, it's Fierce. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And even on the road, this was a game they expected to win fairly convincingly. And I think we can say they've done just that, Brock, to the chagrin of the hometown fans who are hoping to see that upset. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewer, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minutes. We're all here. Let's get this road trip started. We gotta make it some time. Well, there's no way they would have been enough. It's gonna be your mother's father. What? Thank you for helping me. You're welcome. Where are my parents? I have no idea who your parents. Are you leaving?
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa.
Yeah, turn the lights
home
off.
for the Buccaneers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Carolina Panthers
It's a
and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Ryan Fitzgerald. He's got the ball on the tee. When he gets it all wrong, penalty flag's going to come in. Going to mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and
From the
5.
46, here's second and 5. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
The 10-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ready.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's into the end zone. What a start.
Carolina.
Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Panthers. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. On the return is Sean Tucker. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
makes it 2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On the ground, it's Irving. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Michael Jackson in for the stop.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side.
Chris Godwin.
13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
That's good.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run with Irving. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle.
Tackled at the 40-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 2nd down, Baker. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the left side, to Godwin. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
1st and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
10 more yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We'll have more from Tampa after this. On to the 2nd Buccaneers in possession of the football, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Baker to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this 1st half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
180! From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on fourth down.
At the 3-yard line.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Miami Dolphins. Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Miami. And able to get this out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Cougar night. Set up. Cowboy 80. This is no score, D. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Now Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. He's got his guys a first down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Throwing, Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw now, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Scatterbroo. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, Giants.
Here we go, set.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Powering his way forward. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Cam Scatterbroo, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Makes the score Giants 7, Dolphins nothing. To kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. Ready? 1st and 10.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
By Kayvon Thibodeau.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Tackle made back at his 48-yard
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Third and 12.
70 Timberwolves. Check out.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Looking to throw, dart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, and while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Running right, here's Achane. The 20. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just call a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second down in the yard.
65, let's go.
An inside run with Scannaboo. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing his dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run from the gun with Scatterby. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Giants first down.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing his dart. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air, dart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point.
Now a toss coming right side. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw his dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go. Here's Dart. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Down, New York.
Let's go.
Here's Dart. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Let's go now.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards on the
second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
Again, it's Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
16 yards.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Up the middle, Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's another Dolphins first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Dart going to look to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Ooh, the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
It's a throw once more. Here's Dart. That is caught. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatterbo. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 19 yards.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Dart looking to throw again. He'll get this to Scatterbo. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. 1st and goal. aggressive up the middle, Scattaboo. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's a loss of 1.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Cougar 19.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Cowboy 80.
He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try it now with Scattaboo. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 3rd and 9. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense